It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Ready. And ready. 53. Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Here's Ty Johnson, rookie six-rounder from Maryland. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Ty Johnson. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
43. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Watch the twist. Check.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Come on, D.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
180. Check, 43. You're trash.
Shift, watch the shift.
Real. Mike's 43.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hurry. Real. Under 10. Watch twist.
To throw, Mayfield. And the pressure gets to him again. Chandler Jones, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Back. Run. Hey, echo. 43 is the mic. Regular. Check. 43. Here we go.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's one heck of a 3rd down conversion, a pickup of 39. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
It's caught. Beckham. And he's brought down. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a 1st down. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible to something a little more advantageous.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mission? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. Hey!
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Murray with a 3rd and long. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A run for Nick Chubb. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, alert 33. Go, go. Hurry, hurry. Check, 59. Watch the pass.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And the return will stop right around the 25. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
Check. That's it.
Now on 2nd and 13. Murray. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
On 3rd down, Dre. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Slam. Check 26, check 26.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
They go play action. Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
So many connections between the two quarterbacks in this game, Baker Mayfield and Kyler Murray. Both Heisman Trophy winners. Obviously, you've got the Oklahoma connection. Both #1 overall picks. And both also won a state title in high school in the state of Texas. And neither guy is a very tall quarterback. Baker Mayfield at 6'1", Kyler Murray just at 5'10". Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, watch the slant. Check 40. Wait. Check. Say.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Mike's 50.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
Set, ready.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Not today, you aren't. Not today.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Browns' 49-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
That's going to be a long day. That's going to be a long day.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Ready. Henry. Like 50. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Murray now on 1st down. It's complete to Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Come on now.
12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing his...
They've got his man complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Seibert able to knock this one through. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost like we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Set, 180. Hurry, hurry. 43. Hey, defense, let's go. Mike's 43.
Mayfield on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
King. You got time. Hurry.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Alert! 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 He don't want it.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Real. Check 9.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Mayfield down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
First down, Cleveland.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Check 3. Pistol. Rush in.
On first down, Hunt. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there. 3rd down here. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. There's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field, because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So don't say nothing. Joker.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Crunch. Slam. Zip it. You got to get moving, man. Man, move it. You got to get that. 51's Mike. Mike's 51. Quick talk.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray, the catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Landry now on the return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case. Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check 59. Real. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Here we go. All day. Hurry.
Pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who's trying open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Check, 43. I'm here all day. Pistol. Check 24.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland 1st. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and it's 3rd down.
Set, 180. Mike. I got one. Hurry. Move. 43 is the Mike. 43 is the Mike. I got it.
From the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland 1st.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
At the 43-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Too little, check. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield to throw. The Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 11th touchdown of the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Mike 50, huh? I want that. Let's go. Come on. Give me that ball.
A big spot now for the rookie Murray.
Watch the safety creep.
Looking left sideline, incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Ready, go. Mike 50, Michael.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Swing it. Swing it. Ha. Hut, go.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. 4th and 1. 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 4th We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Hunt. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Pistol.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing his 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Alert!
They run again with Hunt, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here comes an important one now for Austin Seibert. Seibert's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
Factored in.
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Sheldon Richardson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on fourth down last year, but they'll try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check, 43. You can't block me. You can't block me.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee.
Six, 180.
March 43. Ricky.
What's that?
Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.